Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm Kameha, and today we're going to actually go and play more of The Legend of Zelda the Minish Cap. Last time we not only obtained a new element, but a new weapon, which is the Cane of Paki. I think. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's possible. Anyway, what we are going to do right now is we're going to enter the mines over here where all the Picori are, and we are actually going to see if Malari, or Melari, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, is done with the blade. And, you know, even though the manga to The Legend of Zelda the Minish Cap isn't exactly canon, I took it upon myself to read a little bit of it, and I couldn't help but notice that the thing is that when Link tries to ask Melari in the manga, Melari denies his request and tells him that he does not want to do it. It also explains that Link has nobody else to, like, make the sword and craft it. So there's nobody else to do it but Melari. And it also explains here that for centuries, the mountain Picori have used charcoal and black sand to make steel and forge it into swords. But to do that, we needed lots of trees. So the Picori basically needed lots of trees and all of that, and the Minish in the Woods didn't really find that too good. And then, like, it also explains that, but there was a fight between us and the Forest Picori. He also explains that Master Malari's wife was from the Forest Picori tribe, and through it all, it hurt her greatly. But what happened was, the tension was so much for her that it made her sick, and she basically passed away. So, it's not canon, of course, but it's interesting to know how detailed it is for every character, when honestly you could just go by the whole game and be like, well, you know, Malari just creates the blade. Well, I mean, you could think about it in a different way of both of them got into fights. I mean, because they were both into different places, but wow, that was fast. Work, but not so fast. That I didn't finish your sword. Here, take a look. I call this new blade the White Sword. Alright, so nice, we got the White Sword. Its beautiful white blade sparkles with light. Okay, you can put away your grandfather's sword now. Cool. Once you infuse it with the power of the elements, it will become a sacred blade. The Forest Elder no doubt told you this part, but if you want to infuse the sword, you must go to the Elemental Sanctuary. The Sanctuary is a struggle realm trapped between two worlds. It is the bridge between the Minish world and the human world. The doorway in the Sanctuary opens only once every 100 years. You'll find that door hidden within Hyrule Castle. Once the blade has been filled with the power of the four elements, you should be able to break the curse on your princess. I know you can do it. After all, you made short work of that human mind. Let me tell you about a shortcut you can use down from the mountain. You'll find it right away down the entrance of the mine. Just explore, be able to use the good luck. Okay, yeah, so basically he's telling us that there's a shortcut after we leave over here, and that's really cool, but we don't just want to leave just yet. We actually want to go back out here and then come back inside. And as we do that, we're going to make our way up over here, and yeah, we're going to trade with this mountain Picori, or Minish. And as you can see, he just has this one that's just right here, and well, we're going to see what happens. Okay, cool. So, basically we just, I mean, everybody kind of saw what happened, but we just need to make our way down over there, and we can either, I find it to be a lot more bettersome if we wait to destroy the enemy until we have more heart containers. And the reason why is because I feel as if right now with our wallet, I just don't feel as if we can carry enough more rubies. But basically, now that we have the cane, we'll be able to just go back up here and jump every time, and that's pretty nice. And we also have the blade, which is pretty cool. You know, we can attack these guys, and they are pretty gone. They are gone, which is honestly pretty pretty sick. But no, we're just going to make our way actually down over here, and as you can see, there he is, the golden Tektite. He's pretty powerful, I guess, or pretty hyper, it seems. But we're just going to make our way down below over here where the mountains are, and hopefully not take any more damage. Go through over here. But no, if anything, I find it pretty interesting that, you know, the author and the writer, Akira Himekawa, he didn't just, you know, make the story. I mean, obviously he had official lore, which was the game. He had the own source material, which was just playing the game, which probably he just played on the WiiU, or maybe he just played on the Game Boy. But I find it really cool that he threw out the whole thing, like story in the whole game. He gave stories, little mini stories to other characters, and I think that's really cool because that's something that should also be. I mean, I almost wish that was canon. Maybe it is. I don't know, but that's something that I always like about Zelda. It's just. It's the fact that, you know, you can play the games for so many years at a time and all that, whether you've played them once and always find something different to talk about or something to go lore-wise. But, are you sure I look alright? I never know what to wear to formal occasions. I mean, it's a green hat, you know, you look pretty good in my opinion. But anyway, we're in Hyrule Castle. And we do have the blade upgraded. We're actually just going to make our way to another world. Link, look, see how that doorway glows? Could that be the door that leads to the sanctuary? Nobody in the castle seems able to see it, but you and me. Let's go, quickly. So this is pretty cool. I always found this to be kind of a little cool effect right here. Anyway, so we're gonna pass through here in the elemental sanctuary. Whoa. So this is the elemental sanctuary then. This is where we can infuse your blade with the power of the elements. Yes, there seems to be a pedestal for your sword right in the middle there. Alright, so first off, we're just going to make our way over here, and once again, we see another spiral, which is pretty cool to notice. Or we will make our way over there, but I'm just going to go right over here to the pedestal, and I'm going to drop down the blade. Alright, and we got the powers of the earth and fire elements have infused your blade. Let's see if I can't read that tablet for you. Fill your sword with power and walk over the glowing tile. Perhaps it refers to those flashing spots on the floor around you. Well, what are you waiting for? Try it, Link. Alright. Whoa, you just split into two. So this is the power of the white sword. I guess you can double yourself like that anytime you see those panels. Alright, and let me just use that once. Pass over here. And as we can see right over here now that we can use that as a double, we can just pass right here and step over here and just get out of the door. But now we have a new ability, which is and a lot of magic, but not a lot of hearts, which we're basically going to work on in this live stream. So we're going to pass through the doors over here now that we've gotten a new power, which is the magic. And you know, it makes you wonder, at that moment that I wasn't really talking, I was just thinking about what the new mechanic that AJ Onuma was thinking. And you know, I was thinking about the fact that how somebody asked him, will Breath of the Wild be 2-player, and will we be able to play as Zelda? And he touched upon himself to say he cannot answer that question right now. So it makes me wonder, you know, will it be like, will there be dungeons and levels that will be 2 players and all of that? Or can you play the game on your own as well? It's a very vague kind of thing that he addresses, which is pretty good, because if we knew what it was, then we would, you know, just want it right now. But we're actually going to come over here and fuse Kingstones with the Poto, or yeah, we're going to fuse Kingstones with him. And he has a red one. I think it changes each time. I don't remember, because I remember he has a green one, but it could change randomly in game. But we're just going to see what happens. And nice, so that's just outside of the place. We can also fuse Kingstones with the King, I want to say, but I don't know if we have the right one. Yeah, we don't, so we're just going to have to eventually wait it out, and soon I believe we'll get a Kingstone piece. And then after we do that, we'll be able to make our way more to what he gives us, or what kind of prize we obtain. But I actually want to see what's over here, if I can make my way over there. Or do I have to shrink down? Which we possibly do, yep, because all the guards are over there. But now that we know that something's over there, we just want to make our way over here. And oh, interesting, you were the last person I expected to find here. And just as I was wondering who could be behind this, I find my old master. Vaati. And as always, you are dressed in the shabbiest of rags. My curse are not to be mocked. The one I cast on you is most powerful. No matter what power you wield, you will never break it. You haven't changed in the slightest. I should never have created that cap. It only fueled your insane desires. Fool, a hat that grants the wishes of its wearer is a spectacular creation. Thanks to you, I have gone from being a meek, minuscule nothing to the greatest sorcerer alive. You cannot stop me now, and I have you to thank for it. Accept this small gesture of gratitude from me. Wait, Vaati, wait! Alright, and so this is basically our first appearance of the Moblins, I think. We might have seen them before in the last stream that I did, I don't really remember, but what you just want to do is, I did it pretty poorly, but you just want to get your way out when they kind of strike you, and right when you do, you want to turn on the back and slice them on their back, basically. But that foul Vaati, what could he be scheming now? Link, I feel I owe you an explanation of what has happened. You see, Vaati and I are both Minish. I was once a famous sage, and I re-owned Minish craftsmen. Vaati was only a boy when I took him on as my apprentice, but he became enchanted by the wickedness in the hearts of men. One day, Vaati took a hat and I made for the humans, my pride and joy. It granted the wishes of its wearer he put on without permission. Vaati, what are you doing there? Oh, what a vile form you've taken. Vile? I am a sorcerer now, and my powers beyond compare. No longer will I tire away as your apprentice. Now, all shall call me master. Why, Vaati? What are you plotting? This year, on the day that comes but once a century, the portal opens. And when it does, I shall claim the light force as my own. I will be transformed, perfect, and there will be none who can stop me. Gah! Tell me, how does it feel, my sorceress curse? Do you see, Ezlo? I am truly your master now, and you cannot stop me. And with that, I must be leaving. You know, the legends, of course, the gifts the Picori gave the humans. What you call the Picori blade was the first of those gifts. The second, well, you call it light force, but it is a source of limitless magical power. If Vaati were to get it now, it could be devastating. I came to the world of men hoping to stop Vaati, and I met you in the woods. But it seems we won't be breaking the curse on me anytime soon. However, with the Sacred Blade, we can certainly restore Princess Zelda. I'm sorry, all that has happened has been due to my own pride, my folly. I must rely on you, on your power, until we've put an end to Vaati. Well, Link, enough fairy tales. We must search for the next element. And as he says, we must search for the next element. So, what we're basically going to do right now that we have a new power, which is basically to create two of us, just the two of us, no, but now that we have the power for that, we're basically going to go over here, use our bombs, and bomb up this cracked place, get ourselves a little heart, and we're gonna go down over here, and, oh yeah, before we do that, I'm also just going to break some of these pots. I mean, I guess we didn't need that many of, well, I guess we didn't need that much of, the bombs and everything, but I just want to make my way over here, because now that, I'm over here, I can get this, piece of heart, and now we're a little bit, oh, our heart, yeah, our heart energy has increased, but we don't want to make our way out there. That's just outside of where all the water is. We actually want to create two of us, and we want to do, not that, we want to do one right here, and then I want to step all the way to over here, and will it work? No? Not yet? So, we can't do that yet, but what we're actually going to do is, we do actually need to go there soon, sometime, but what we are going to do is make our way, I want to say west over here, and we're going to make a, we're going to try not to get hurt by these fox enemies over here. It's pretty funny actually, if you, I mean, I think I did actually get hurt by these guys, and when you do, all of your rubies kind of go flying, but anyway, we want to make two, just the two of us, basically, two of ourselves, and we want to push this block and go up here, and as soon as we do that, I'm going to hit some of these, just blue Octoroks. Oh jeez, I didn't think I was going to dodge that anyway, but we're going to explode this wall, and I think we're going to get ourselves another Kingstone piece, which we got ourselves a red one, and the red ones are pretty nice. Always seems like the red ones do more things of actions and all that and stuff. But we're going to defeat this moblin, hopefully, if I can just take him out. There we go. Alright, nice. And sometimes you can get yourself lucky by just chopping down some of this grass, like, and sometimes you can also get lucky by, if you don't get hit by any of the enemies, you can also get yourself a green piece of Kingstone, which is pretty nice. Like, some of these foxes are right over here, and yeah, like right there, so that was pretty cool. I didn't even really expect to find that, but, you know, we also did that. But anyway, I want to push this block right here, that way we don't always have to push the block and go outside over here. And before I do that, I want to explode this piece right over here. You can see that we actually need to enter this spot, because there's like two rocks. It kind of shows the place, and plus there are flowers that are going that direction. But anyway, you want to make our way over here, and if we are ever in need of dying, or once we may get more bottles and obtain them in the playthrough of playing The Legend of Zelda the Minish Cap, we will know where to get more fairies, which are just down below over here next to the ladder. So that's always nice to know. We're going to go up here, Western Wood, and I love this part. What a strange feeling. I sensed something from the castle's direction. Or was it just me? Who's there? What? Vaati? How did you get in here? What are you doing? It looks like you're all here. Very well. The King of Hyrule has words for you. You all know of the power the Picori gave to mankind, do you not? The golden light force of limitless magical power. I want it. It is somewhere here in Hyrule. Go now and bring me this power. Waste no time. Go forth at once and bring me the light force, filling anyone who refuses into the dungeon, him and his family too. I will tolerate no disobedience. Now, search high and low throughout the lands of Hyrule. Maybe it's just the wind, but I hope nothing bad has happened. Anyway, we need to look for the next element. The map says it should be around here somewhere. And well, Ezlo, being the hat that he is, you shouldn't underestimate him because he is actually right. It seems as if Vaati is now going inside of people, or at least just the king, and is basically sending all of the troops basically out to find that light force. And well, that's not alright, that's not okay. But anyway, what we want to do is just make our way over here to see if we can find the next element. And before we do that, we want to take out all these enemies over here. Sometimes we'll get lucky and find ourselves another Kingstone piece. Believe it or not, we're going to be making our way up over here a lot in this playthrough of The Legend of Zelda the Minish Cap. But what we also want to do is just go over here, triple highlands, and sometimes I like to just visit over here just to see if I can find anything, but I guess, you know, we're not going to find another Kingstone piece, and what I'm going to do is, yeah, just take on a little bit of this guy's attacks, and hopefully I can attack this guy. Okay, nice. And I believe this leads all the way over here, yeah, so south of Hyrule Field, which is pretty nice. We just need to make our way over here to the T part, and there we are, Western Wood. And like I said, we're going to be making our way a lot over here, but I'm actually going to use my great spin attack and see if I can attack this guy. Yes. And then I'm going to pick up the sign and throw it. Nice. But as we make our way over here, whoa, we're going to defeat all these enemies, collect some of these stuff, and, well, make our way to Castor Wilds. So, this must be Castor Wilds. It's a nasty, dank place, filled with swamp, land, and mire. But we know there's an element waiting for us somewhere in here. So, in we go. Come on, Link, into the muck with us. And well, even if we do go inside the muck, we notice that we can't move far enough, nor can we even roll. I don't think we can walk fast enough across. Yeah, I don't think we can either. Which basically will lead us to the next playthrough of what we need to do, which is heading back into Hyrule Town, or Hyrule Castle. I'm going to be calling it a lot Hyrule Castle just because I've been playing a little bit of Twilight Princess lately, just a little bit, and just gathering footage for a project, and we're going to be basically heading up over there soon enough, but I just want to take out all these guys. Oh, jeez. Yeah, see, you just get lucky with finding some of the green pieces of the Kingstones, and I feel like we're going to be finding a lot in this playthrough, but we're going to take out this guy as well. He won't drop anything, of course. It would be cool if we could find here, like, if there were two, but, I planted a bean near my house, but it just doesn't want to grow. Alright, so the bean that he's talking about, yeah, it's just right over there. It's pretty big. We're definitely going to be making note of that, but before we go out of here, I just want to make sure that I have taken care of basically everybody on this place and all of that. And I guess I'm going to be making my way out of here and all the way back to town. But yeah, I think with The Legend of Zelda the Minish Cap being, what is it? I mean, Skyward Sword and Minish Cap and all of that, they're great games and stuff. But the thing is that the whole mechanic of this is the whole overlay and all that. Like, obviously, you know, you see Tingle and all that, but, you know, because he's just so obvious of being out there and stuff, why wouldn't you want to go and basically use the cane and fuse Kingstone pieces with them? And so that's basically what we're going to do. So green clothes, green... and even he knows about it as well. So we're just going to press the L button, and... Oops, that's not the one. See, I don't... Yeah, this is the one that we need. And if we head back over to the castle, and actually, if you think about it, fuse Kingstone pieces with Vaati, now that he's taken over the king, we will be able to get something also good. So we're going to be able to do that as well. But before we do that, I just want to make sure that I've gotten everything here. I believe we went in here as well. Yep, so I'm just going to cross that off the map, and we're going to head all the way over here. Alright, so yeah, I'm crossing basically all the heart pieces that we've gotten on the map, just to make sure, just to, you know, let myself know not to head over there ever again, you know, because it's a dead spot. It's a spot that we're basically not going to go over to anymore. But we're going to head into Hyrule Town, and we have 249 rupees. We can't fuse Kingstone pieces with him, we can't fuse Kingstone pieces with him, but we are going to do the mailman over here. He's basically the mailman from, like, Majora's Mask, if you guys haven't played that, or the postman, mailman, postman. But yeah, we're going to fuse Kingstone pieces with him, and we'll find that something's happening over here. So I really wish I could do more to help people. Wait, I've got it. I'll ask Swiftblade to start up a newsletter for adventurers. That'll be great. That'll be a great way to provide a useful service for everyone. It's going to be a lot of work through, though. I should get Marcy to help me. And so we got a place that we need to visit. So that's pretty cool. Now there's going to be a spot over there. Now we have also a spot over here. There's, I believe Beetle is here now. He's, which is actually pretty cool. He sells some sort of things, but we'll check that later. But what we want to actually do is make our way to the shoe shop right over here. Oh my. And I don't know if anybody has actually noticed, but the footage, or not footage, but the audio that is being used right now is the same audio that's used for Malon's father, basically, in Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. That's kind of funny, because I think Malon, or not Malon, but I forget who the character is in Ocarina of Time, but it is pretty funny. It's a funny little thing that they put in here. But anyway, we're going to talk to some of these Picori, and hey, you were Link, right? You're the one who brought the sword to Master Malari. You're on a quest to help the princess, aren't you? I wish I could go on a quest, but then you'd make Rem's shoes for him. Oh, ho, you need Pegasus boots? Why, you're just in time. We made a pair just now while Rem was sleeping, but only Rem can put the finishing touches on them. Haha, that sleepyhead Rem is nearly impossible to wake up. If you want to wake him, you'll need to get an item from Syrup's hut. It's a little bit of a trick, but we'll mark it on your map for you. Alright, so we do have to make our way back to Minish Woods, so we'll be making our way back there once again. And now that we have progressed a little bit more in the game by getting 2 elements, we'll finally be able to see what more awaits us on our journey. But before we also do that, we just want to make our way up over here. And as you can see, this guard now is not blocking our way. He's not doing anything whatsoever. So what we're going to do is use our bombs just right over here. whoops, that's not what I meant to do. We're going to use the bombs right over here, and we're just going to start this guy over here, cool, and we're going to find ourselves a shell. Also, we're going to attack these guys. Sometimes you can find yourselves a Kingstone piece, sometimes you won't, sometimes, but it's always nice because they drop down rupees and, you know, they drop down hearts. But we're going to talk to this guy right here, and I lost my key, and I can't get inside, and the spare key's inside the house. Oh, nice, man, so I screwed up. What a pain. And I was thinking of going into town to sell Long Milk. So she can't go and sell basically any milk because the key is basically out in the house. But if we turn small, because we have the power of the Minish, we can actually make our way over here. And that's not what I meant to do at all. I did not mean to do that. So we're going to equip the cane, and we're just going to use that and find ourselves the key. The rusty, trusty key. And then we're going to shrink back down, and it would be nice to just throw the key at him, but unfortunately everything is shrunken down as well, so we're going to help, but we are going to help him out, and give him the key. Oh, your one and only spare key. Or our only one spare key. I don't know how you got this, but I can't thank you enough. Tell me your name, Sonny. Link? That's a great name. If you ever need to go to Lake Hylia, feel free to cut through our house. Yeah. Thank you very much, Link. Come visit us again. Awesome. So, like she said, or like he said, we're just going to go and cut through his house. It's pretty, this is one place that we are going to also be visiting a lot of, which is pretty cool. But before we do that, I think we just want to head up here, and I don't think we can push the, I think we can push the block. Just with 2 links. Yep, we can. So, going to do that, get ourselves some 50 rubies, and it's cool that we do now have 300 rubies, but it just sucks because that's our limit and we can't do anything else. But anyway, we're going to fuse Kingstones with another one of Tingle's brothers, Ankle, nice, Tingle, Ankle, and we're going to see what happens. And something really cool happens if we head up over there and we unlock all of the wood places up over there. But now that we've done that, I'm just going to mark that off the map as well. Okay, cool. And what's going to happen is we're just going to go up all the way over here. And we're going to use the cane up over here, but before we do that, we need to press or push this block this way. I'm going to throw this sign just for the heck of it, and then I'm actually going to head up here just for a little bit. But Vale Falls, or Vale Falls, not sure which one it is pronounced, but we just want to go and get ourselves another piece of heart, so that's pretty cool. We not only progressed and got ourselves increased ourselves a piece of heart, or increased and got ourselves another heart, but we also got ourselves another piece, and all we need is at least 3 more, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, I'm gonna go over here, and I think yeah, that's so fun to do. I wish that I always thought that there should have been something right here to do, but anyway, it's fine. Defeating these guys. they're pretty cool enemies to thinking about it, because if one gets away, then you have to defeat the other one, and he, you know, goes digs and stuff. So that's kind of cool thinking about it. But anyway, I'm going to shrink down just to see what's all the way over here, and I'm going to drop down. And look at that, we got ourselves another Kingstone piece, and It is actually a red one, which is pretty nice. We want to fill up and get as many red ones as we can, because if we don't, you know, I mean, we want to do that just in this playthrough to get as many as possible. And even, oh my gosh, that was awesome. Look at that. I mean, we're running low, so I'm guessing that the game is just respawning the ones that we've used with other Hylians, Picori, and Minish in this playthrough. But anyway, we got ourselves another piece just by cutting some grass, and that's exactly what I mean by the game just being very generous and giving us more pieces. The game wants us to, we're just finding as many as we can now that we have the bag, obviously, but the game is very generous when it comes to giving us these pieces, and I find that very funny. But because we can't swim, we're actually going to make our way up over here, and hopefully we don't drown and die, and just make our way up here. And as you can see, we're in Lake Hylia, and before we do that, make our way a little bit more further, we're going to push this block in here, and then after we do that, we're going to make our way up over here, and it won't matter because we pressed the block over there, so we can pass over here, but I don't think I'm going to make it. We might, I don't know. Okay, we will make it, but you just want to kind of make our way that way, press the block over here, or the basically the boulder, I guess. And we want to talk to this Koron. This is one solid wall. I'm going to need a few friends to give me a hand. Alright, so we're going to fuse Kingstones with him, and maybe this one will help him out. It's been a long time since the last time I visited Hyrule. I think I'll set up a little place where I can sell my Kingstones. Okay, so... they fit perfectly, so that's good. Cool, so... this is actually going to be very helpful for our playthrough in the future of playing The Legend of Zelda the Minish Cap, and the reason why is, well, I'm not going to spoil it until we go back into town. So, first off, I'm just going to defeat some of these enemies now that we're in Lake Hylia. We don't want to head up, we actually want to head all the way back down, and now I'm in Minish Woods here, and I'm just going to cut grass. It's just, I mean, a little bit of a habit, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to just keep doing that because, you know, you never know what kinds of other Kingstone pieces you are going to find in our playthrough, and we just want to make sure that we're taking advantage of that. But the other thing is that, you know, you can take advantage of it by getting as many rupees. But anyway, we're going to talk to this witch, and welcome. Care for some of Granny's homemade blue potion? One sip and you'll feel of energy. Please look around. Okay, so basically what we can do is, well, first off, in order to get the blue potion, which she didn't exactly say how much it is. It may be 300 rubies or maybe more. We have 300 rubies, but I'm just going to let out this fairy, and I'm actually going to see how much it is. So the blue potion, sip of energy, 60 rubies. Okay, so that's not as much as I thought it was. That's cool. Come back when you need more. Anyway, we're next going to have our cane. And then I'm going to buy this, which is the mushroom. Ah, yes, a fine choice, my dear. That's a limited time, artificial, official one whiff, and you're wide awake. That is why it's called a wake-up mushroom. Would you like to buy it? 60 rupees. So yeah, basically, all the rubies that we got were basically used to not only buy ourselves a potion which will heal us up unless we well, I mean, I don't think we ever will, because we've been pretty good about keeping our hearts, and, you know, I mean, we have gotten close to almost dying, but anyway, what's pretty good about this is we've taken care of that. And before we actually do that, we're going to head over here and get ourselves another piece of heart, which is pretty nice. Now all we need now, instead of getting 3, is, I believe all we need is just, yeah, 2 more, which is pretty cool. We're gonna make our way to Lake Hylia and get out of here. And we did help the Goron, so we don't need to, we can't help him anymore. Don't really need to do anything around here. What we do need to do is make our way back to the town, so, but I mean, I love exploring this game, and I did not mean to do that. I love collecting Kingstone pieces. I never feel as if we have enough, but we're going to just stop. I'm going to stop myself from doing so, and I am going to roll all my way all the way to the castle. And as you can see now, we can actually not only buy the potion, but we can also buy Romania's milk, which is pretty nice. But you know, we already paid 60 rupees to get the potion, but once we make our way up over here, we noticed that not only do we notice, but I actually find it really pretty cool that we now have a place to buy some Kingstone places. And we're just going to talk to this guy, and he says, bring whatever piece you like. The shape you like is simple, a matter of personal taste, Goro. So if we pick up the green one, we notice that this one is 50 rupees. We're going to hit don't buy just to see how much they are. I'm guessing that this one may be 90, 60, oh, 200, nice. We're going to hit don't buy for that one as well. And then for the last one, I'm guessing, is even more, which is 300, yep. So what I'm going to do is buy one of the green ones. You can never have enough of the green ones. I feel as if once we make our way back to Minish Woods, we'll be needing that. And we don't have enough to buy 200, unfortunately, so that's a shame. But we also want to go back into the shoe shop over here, and if I recall correctly, and I guarantee that I do, my boy, I think Syrups said to stand in front of a sleeping person and press the R button. Yes, we know this, Ezlo. So we're just going to stand right over here and... well, I am pressing R. Alright, so stand a little bit closer and press R. What? What? What is that terrifying bad smell? A wake of mushroom? I should have guessed. So you woke me up. Thanks. I just remembered I have something urgent to do. What now? There are more new shoes. You probably won't believe this, but I have a strange habit of making shoes in my sleep. So you must have come here because you want some of my shoes, right? Tell me, what? Because you were nice enough to wake me? You can have them. Well, hold on a sec, though I just want to finish this one last bit. And there you go. Here, take these, buddy. Those are my special Pegasus boots. They're so light, you'll feel like you're practically walking on air. You got the Pegasus boots. Hold the button to run faster than the Wild, and hold the buttons to run faster than Sonic. No, I'm just joking. Oh, I need to hurry up and get working on that special order. The king asked me to make some shoes for Princess Zelda. You see, I need to go and make some shoes. Alright, so you do that, man. You make some shoes, and I appreciate you giving me a free pair of some Pegasus kicks. That's what I'm talking about. No, but anyway, why did I do this? No, I don't want to buy these. Now that we have the Pegasus boots, I'm actually going to make my way over here and try and make my way to the swamp. So I'm going to defeat this guy, Oh yeah, nice. And pick up some of these blocks. But no, it's going to be really cool that whoops, I'm going to press B on that. Now that we have the uh, Pegasus boots, it's pretty cool because all we really need to do is go and equip them here, and we'll be running. And before we actually do that, I just noticed something. We're actually going to be learning a new technique from one of the swordsmen over here. So we're going to walk over here. Alright, in a new sword, fantastic, and you seem to have acquired new skills with it. Yes, I am ready to train you again, young swordsman. So will you accept this new training? Yep. Alright, I will now teach you a technique called the Rock Breaker, so pay attention. First, swing your sword to break pots. Actually, that's all there is, young swordsman. Do you understand? We do. So, yes, aha. Okay, so basically, with this new technique, we'll be able to, with our sword, basically break pots. And it's pretty simple. Phew, now you must try it yourself. Alright, awesome. And with that, we got ourselves the Tiger Scroll. Another scroll to learn in our inventory. However, we're not done with learning, so we're just going to actually go outside for a minute, then come back inside, and as we do, we're going to talk to this guy. Ah, yes, you have the Pegasus boots, and you seem to have more skill, too. Well, yes, well, I am ready to train you again. So, would you like me to train you here? Alright, and now that we do that, he's going to teach us basically the dash attack with the Pegasus boots on. We basically understand what he is saying, and that's basically all it is to it. But when we progress more into the game, we'll learn more techniques, and hopefully we'll even learn more techniques from other past monks that have even been dead. But who knows? Phew, now you must try it yourself. Equip the Pegasus boots and your sword, and then run like crazy. Alright, so... And just like that, we have obtained another Tiger Scroll, and we know how to do the dash attack, which is actually pretty cool. Now, when we can run faster than Sonic, and when we do that, we can also hold our sword out and basically attack people, which is pretty nice. That's awesome, honestly. I think that if anything, that helps with what we need to do next on our quest, which is what we're going to do, which is basically heading up all the way over here, and just making sure that we head all the way to the swamp area now that we actually can, because we can actually run faster than light itself. So what we're going to do is just chop down some of this grass and get some of these bosses, and I'm actually going to, now that he can run, I'm actually going to test it out, and oh no, you're not faster than I am, buddy. Alright, kill him. Which is pretty fun to do, actually, but what's really nice is doing this, we can actually find seashells, and sometimes you're actually lucky to find more hidden stuff over here. But before we do that, we're actually going to talk to this guy, who is some guy, but oh my, that fragment looks just like the one here. So we're going to fuse kingstones with him. His name is Percy, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool that he has just a hidden library over there, but it seems that even though he has all the libraries, or he has a little mini library there, it's not as safe as it is straight over there. But oh, perfect, they fit. That'll be mine and Percy's. Okay, cool. So basically, I'm pretty sure that we just helped him go to all the way back to his house, which is pretty nice. You know, he couldn't go to his house, and now he can. That's cool. But anyway, I think that what we want to do is head down here yeah, and I'm going to try not to take any damage from these, oh geez, enemies. Take that heart, and oh yeah, get myself a green tombstone piece, which we, yep, are pretty full of, which means that we are finding quite a bit. And look at that, we found another piece, dude. That's pretty awesome. But we're going to make our way up over here. And as we talk to this guy, he's going to say, "Oh dear Link, won't you listen to my verse?" What kind of verse do you have? "When I finally returned to my home, sweet home, a stranger was there. I'm an extremely shy person, and I just can't talk to someone I don't know, so I had to put my feelings to verse. While I was gone, I did. Did you break into practice your thieving art? Even though thieving art? What? Okay. So as you can see, it's really dark in here. We can't really see anything yet, but it just looks to be some old woman. If we talk to this woman, she says, or it says, "A dark room settles my soul. I say, do not turn on the lights." I say. And we can't turn on the lights. I wish we had a lantern, but unfortunately we don't. But anyway, we're going to fuse kingstone pieces with this guy. It happens to be the last one. I guess we won't use it for the king. We'll do that soon, but not right now. But anyway, let's see what happens. Nice. We got ourselves a golden snake, which means that it's a rare enemy, golden enemies, and you know, that's something that's also really cool that they that they also have, like in you know, that Breath of the Wild did. I mean, they had silver enemies, and now that we have gold enemies, and obviously that isn't a new thing. That's always been something. I mean, we've had gold enemies before in the Oracle games as well. But anyway, now that we have attained the Pegasus boots, we are basically going to cross over here into the mud and make our way up all the way over here. And it's pretty easy to do because now that we have the Pegasus boots, we can basically just walk on the mud and not die and have to respawn everywhere. But you know, even though we have made it this far, there's much to do on our journey, and we cannot do it all on one quest. So what I am going to do is actually just wait and end off the stream here. So, my name is Kameha. I am a Zelda animator. I am currently in college right now, but I am playing a little bit of the Legend of Zelda the Minish Cap, and I create Zelda animatics and put them on this channel. But yeah, that's basically what I do. So if you like this video, leave a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one.